Coming up, monkeypox has reached Coconino County. Plus, NAU provides menstrual supplies in women's restrooms. The news starts now.
You're watching NAZ Today, Northern Arizona's local news.
Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome back to NAZ Today. My name is Matt Kienitz.
And I'm Michaela Richardson. Thanks for joining us. Monkeypox is a relatively new viral illness that has recently reached Coconino County.
To find out more, I visited Coconino County Health and Human Services to get more information on the virus and its impact on the Coconino County population. Monkeypox is a relatively new infection that has caused worry in the United States. Senior communicable disease investigator Marette Gebhardt says the virus has already made its way around the globe.
It's a viral illness that is seen, typically it's endemic in other countries, but in 2022, so this year, we have seen cases in the United States as well as around the world.
As for Coconino County, we have had 4 cases since August 23rd. Gebhardt emphasized that although current data shows many of the cases are men who have intercourse with other men, data is still being collected.
I want to reiterate that it is not exclusively in that population. It's really spread through close physical contact. So that's skin-to-skin contact. So it can affect anybody, any gender, any race, any age group, because it's spread through that close skin-to-skin contact.
While experts say anyone can become infected with monkeypox, some have the mistaken view that the virus only affects people in the LGBTQ community. Lee Griffin from the Office of Inclusion at NAU says there is clearly a stigma with monkeypox.
Yes, absolutely. And I think that's something that's a trend that you see historically with the LGBTQI plus community. We saw that during the AIDS crisis, for example, and many more. Often because there's this automatic ignorant association of deviance with the LGBTQI plus community, they're often targeted to be put at fault, to be put at blame. You know, you've brought this upon yourself.
Griffin says there are ways to help stop stigma and stereotypes surrounding the LGBTQ community, such as being an ally, standing up to misinformation, and staying informed.
Educate yourself. I think that's a big one, is educating, and so that when you do hear hateful rhetoric and hateful speech, you can go back to and say, what's the facts? Where did you get that information? Show me the research, show me your study.
To find out more about monkeypox, visit coconino.az.gov/monkeypox. Since the recording of this story, the number of cases in Coconino County has increased to 7 confirmed contractions of monkeypox. Vaccine eligibility requirements, ways to stay safe, and updates are all available on their website, coconino.az.gov/monkeypox.
The Flagstaff City Council election results will take longer to process than normal. The first group of results will be announced on election night, November 8th. However, due to a large amount of write-in candidates for council members, a bipartisan vote must tally the votes, which means it will take longer to get those results. The City of Flagstaff hopes to have those updated results for write-in candidates by November 10th.
Last semester, dispensers for menstrual products began being placed in bathrooms on campus, and since then, even more have been installed. NAZ Today's Lena Sopser is in the studio with more.
Thanks, Matt. Last summer, 60 more bathrooms have received dispensers for period products. I met up with Vice President of Student Affairs, Kinsey Kavanagh, to find out more about how she keeps them filled and the club's plan for the future.
Every Friday, Kinsey Kavanagh refills the dispensers on campus. The Vice President of Student Affairs restocks all 75 on her own.
It's me and my wagon. We go around and fill them all up. Typically, I'll start on South Campus, so I take about 2 boxes of pads and 2 boxes of tampons. So about 200 pads and then 300 tampons over to South Campus. The dispensers are like a part of me at the moment. We're like really close.
The refilling tour takes Kavanagh around 3.5 hours. Although she gets paid for that, the project is way more than just a job.
Menstrual products are a basic need, and if we want students to excel in the classroom, we need to be providing these basic needs. No one should be worried about bleeding through while they're trying to pay attention in class.
Kavanagh was part of the project when it started last April, and 6 months later, the period project has become a part of her life. Kavanagh orders the pads and tampons annually using the $50,000 budget provided by NAU administration. ASNAU pays for the dispensers. But not even half of all bathrooms in student buildings at NAU have a dispenser for period products at the moment.
So they're currently scattered across 10 buildings, and we tried to balance between North and South Campus. And then we went with the most heavily trafficked restrooms based off of toilet paper usage.
At Klein Library and the Union, the dispensers are always nearly empty. Kavanagh often meets grateful students on her way to refill the dispensers.
I run into at least one student at the minimum who's always like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for doing that. Like, I was just using them the other day. I've also run into students who are like, oh, I just took a bunch of them if that was okay. And I was like, yes, that's what they're meant for.
The dispensers seem to be successful, and Kavanagh wants to push the project further ahead. One day, there could be 184 dispensers on campus. Kavanagh hopes she comes closer to that goal before leaving NAU.
I graduate in May, and so I would love by then to have ordered another amount of them. So maybe by the time I graduate, we're 100 or 150. And then optimistically someone will kind of take it over after me.
Lena Zaubzer, NAZ Today.
Coming up, celebrating people with disabilities. Stay with us.
Flagstaff, it was quite chilly today as we saw our official first snow of the season, and cooler temperatures are going to continue as we see sunny skies later this week, and we will see a potential snowfall again next week. Stick around after the break for more.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Clean kitchen surfaces, utensils, and hands with soapy water. 1 in 6 Americans will get sick from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Welcome back. Disability Pride and Heritage Month has just passed, but we still wanted to acknowledge the importance of disability issues.
That's right. NAZ Today reporter Nick Ruth went out to talk to NAU organizations who help support and celebrate people with disabilities.
October was Disability Pride and Heritage Month. NAU hosted many events including a disability fair and trainings on how to be more inclusive. Commission on Disability Access and Design co-chairs Audra Travelby and James Ingram say it's important to highlight this issue.
Just make people aware that there are individuals with disabilities around and to be accommodating, and that's part of the diversity that we want to celebrate here on campus.
There are many services and organizations at NAU that support disabled persons, including the NAU Student Club Best Buddies.
Yeah, so Best Buddies volunteers in the community and on campus to promote inclusion. So we're really focused on promoting inclusion for those with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
The NAU Office of Inclusion, known as the IMQ, works to make NAU inclusive for everyone, including students with disabilities.
We offer programming and events that create community and also offer safe spaces for you to express who you are and to get to know everybody else in NAU campus.
NAU is doing its part to not only celebrate people with disabilities, but to make them feel welcomed and accepted. Nick Ruth, NAZ Today.
This week's Flagstaff calendar has many fun events for students, residents, and visitors, including a very familiar tradition. Tomorrow is the annual Tequila Sunrise. Celebrated by those 21 and older, bars throughout the city open at 6 a.m. with special drinks and deals. Flagstaff Police will be working with NAU Police on this holiday to make sure patrons are celebrating responsibly. November is Native American Heritage Month. To celebrate, Culture Connection AZ and the Indigenous Peoples Advisory Council is hosting the second annual Indigenous Community Connection Fair. Local band The Yodis will be performing along with interactive workshops and art displays. The fair is this Sunday downtown from noon to 4 p.m.
And if you want to enjoy some live music this weekend, the first annual Thanksgiving Festival will take place tonight and tomorrow night. The event will offer activities for all ages from 5 to 10 p.m. and then be exclusive to 21 plus starting at 10:30. The event will take place at 555 South Blackbird Roost. And finally, we have the NAU Homecoming Carnival. Enjoy some fun food, rides, events, and vendors to celebrate NAU Homecoming. The carnival is underway on the Union Pedway at the NAU campus. The carnival will continue until 12 a.m. And also, this event is free to NAU students with their IDs. Stay with us after the break for weather with Lindsay Ridgway.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, "Read your lease. No pets allowed." My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Welcome back to NAZ Today. My name is Lindsay Ridgway and I'll be your student forecaster for tonight. Flagstaff tonight, we are looking at you being a chilly 15 degrees with mostly clear skies. The sunset did go down a little while ago, but if you are heading out to that carnival tonight, NAU students, make sure you're bundling up because it is well below freezing. Heading into tomorrow though, we will be seeing sunny skies with the high of 43. But that will be about the highest it's going to be going for a little while. Heading into our weekend, Flagstaff again, you are looking at a high of 43, a low of 22. Kingman, a high of 66 and a low of 42. Phoenix, you're sitting pretty at a high of 70 with a low of 49, which for you might mean you might need to grab a sweater. But Winslow, you're sitting at a high of 62 and a low of 28. Heading into our Flagstaff extended, Flagstaff, you are going to be seeing a high of 43 tomorrow with a low of 22. And we will be seeing a warming trend heading into next week with a high of 55 on Sunday and a high of 54 on Monday. Tuesday, though, we will be seeing some snowy skies yet again Tuesday and Wednesday as we have a high of 49 and a low of 45, on Wednesday. And that is all I have for weather this weekend.
Well, thank you, Lindsay. And as we were talking about earlier, tonight is the beginning of homecoming weekend. Matt, you mentioned the carnival started tonight. Are you planning to go?
I actually am planning to go, Michaela. I really enjoy those carnival rides that have that's like a roller coaster, but it's a loop and you just go up and down. And I just love the feeling in my stomach and the thrill of it all. Lena, how about you?
I think that's a bit too much for me, but if they have a normal roller coaster, I would be the first person on it. How about you, Lindsay?
I'm really looking forward to the NAU football homecoming game. Nothing better, and I've heard they're doing a new light show, which I'm excited to check out.
Oh, I'll definitely take a look at that as well. Well, that's all we have for you guys tonight. Make sure to follow us on YouTube to see more weather, sports, and news. Good night.